up? Welcome to Breaktime. It's a chill Friday the 13th of February. Nothing special happening on this day at all. Yeah, it's a special day. It's my birthday. Woo! Hence why you have a super special episode of Breaktime here tonight. Turn the camera down a little bit so I'm in frame. What's going on, folks? It's gonna be a pretty good showing. I certainly put my finger in some sauce. Good job, me. But yes, we have some nice bouts on the docket. 6 in total, in fact. And well, they're not the same old IPW matchups. They are nutty, to say the least. It's a super special show. As said, it's my birthday show. So we are having some super special battles filled to the brim. And there's a lot of stakes at the end of the night. Obviously, our main event will be the Undisputed Women's Television Championship on the line. It's technically inaugural defense as Fallon Henley completes a year as champion. That's such an amazing accomplishment. And well, let's see if she can keep the championship against Lyra Valkyria in the main event. But for now we have an epic opener. They call it the kingliest match in the world. It's a Royal Rumble of all kings. So it's time to slay, boys and girls. It's time to slay. Let's get it going good.
The following contest is the Royal Rumble match. Now, the two superstars that drew number 1 and number 2 will start in the ring at the same time. Other superstars will join in the order that they drew. This will continue until all 10 superstars have entered the ring. Eliminations will occur when you are thrown over the top rope with both feet landing on the floor. The last superstar in the ring will be declared the Royal Rumble winner.
All seeding random. All battling is a go. And the first king is a king of strong style. It's gonna be an epic 10-person Royal Rumble. And we kick it off with Shinsuke Nakamura.
Introducing the participants. First, from Kyoto, Japan, weighing in at 220 pounds, Shinsuke Nakamura.
As said tonight, a lot of the matches are for fun. They're for haha sort of moments. They're stars that I rate quite highly. This one is just a silly, goofy rumble. No stakes, no nothing. Just pure pleasure, filled to the brim. Who knows, maybe in the end it could result in a title match, but that will only happen if the winner deserves it, let's be honest. Obviously, Breaktime, a good kind of separator from our typical IPW action. And when I say that, I mean that there's no Prospect Championship, Prospect Cup, Prospect whatever tournament bouts happening here tonight. It is just pure chaos, pure adrenaline-filled action with all the belts on the line. Number 1 is Nakamura. Number 2 is King Woods. Let's bring the shimmy and the shake to the ring. And a trombone on top of it.
Introducing the individual who drew number 2, representing the New Day. From Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 205 pounds, Xavier Woods.
Woods, obviously former King of the Ring winner, who then lost that opportunity to Roman Reigns. And now he's got a chance to prove his worth in a Rumble filled with kings. Will he be able to step up to the occasion? Let's find out. As we've got our two openers ready to go. Let's rock and roll. As Nakamura lands that first shot and follows it up with a King Kong knee drop. Nakamura, former television champion, has had a solid run here in IPW as our third entrant to this Rumble, taking to the ring, as that's already a pile driver out from Nakamura, as you do to start off the action. And well, third out is the King of Kings, the Cerebral Assassin, entering the picture, clobbering the back of both his opponents. Just a solid shot to start off for Triple H, but he is struggling early on here. Nakamura, Mat Slam takedown. Whirly birding around Woods is number 4 for the Rumble. Set to come out soon. Well, that's man, it's King Ass. My God. It was interesting, I just looked down at our ring apron there to understand who it was that was coming out, but King Ass's Tron blends with our typical ring apron. So, there's that. Anyway, focusing on the action, no eliminations just yet. Tilt the World Slam from Billy Gunn, the Ass Man. King Ass, you name it, he is it. As we welcome the Royal William Regal into this battle. Definition of king with his energy, his aura. It's certainly a thing that even if he didn't win a King of the Ring, he deserves to be classed as royalty. He is wrestling royalty. Bridging back onto Nakamura. Just applying pressure there. Hard for Nakamura to escape that. King Ass back on the offensive. Has Regal up and slamming him down. And the ring general. Probably the latest king in this Battle Royale, this Rumble. The latest king of the ring, obviously. Winning it in Saudi Arabia. And well, he capitalized on it to win the World Championship. We just saw the T-bone suplex out from Nakamura onto King Ass. Could look to eliminate him. And well, he's gone. And well, probably the biggest name made out of the King of the Ring tournament. Stone Cold Steve Austin taking to the ring. And well, when you bring in Austin, you expect a wrecking crew. We've got already 2 of the 8 men eliminated already, and well, 1 more's going to join the field now. There's 5 currently stood in the ring, or dangling out of it in some cases. Well, I'm surprised he's in this, because he has built a kingdom. And this is technically royalty in the matchup. It is his kingdom, and now he has to keep it going. The current champion in action. Final cut onto Austin. Catches Cody, well, catches Austin off guard. And now, a verdict breaker, my word, just snapping the neck of Triple H. Lexus King. Yeah, when we picked all these 10 stars, we just thought, who would make a good joke about royalty? Lexus King. The guy who literally has King in his name. And well, let's just add in King Sheamus. The good old days of Sheamus's career back in action as Regal trying to eliminate Gunther here. Manhattan drop from Austin onto Nakamura. Regal close to eliminating Gunther here, but the shoulder from Gunther keeps him in the matchup. Both 1 and 2 gone from this battle. All now with Nakamura's elimination.
Steve Austin has been eliminated.
Austin's gone now, as this is the last 6, final 6 of this battle on display here as someone soon will be joining them, as that's a spine buster from Triple H, ready and unloading his heavy artillery. You have to feel a pedigree maybe following it. I perfectly timed that, as there it is. Regal spiked into the mat with a pedigree. Triple H trying to eliminate Lexus King as Gunther hits the powerbomb. Sheamus staggered, sent out as Regal gets eliminated. Sheamus survives, but a crossroads plants Gunther down. Could be Elimination City in a moment as Lexus King's gone. Sheamus, Triple H, Gunther, and Cody Rhodes, your final 4 in this Royal Rumble. What the hell am I saying? This Royalty Rumble. Gunther and Rhodes battle as Sheamus deals with the cerebral assassin. Cody has Gunther up. Sheamus has Triple H up. Who's going teetering out of the ring? Neither Gunther or Triple H. Maybe it's Sheamus. Indeed it is. And now we're in our final 3. A big boot from Gunther drops Cody Rhodes and busts him open. Triple H's time to shine, targeting the leg of Gunther. Triple H battling with the champ, double unhooks and pedigrees him. And Rhodes wisely trying to roll to safety, but Triple H grabs a hold of him. Rhodes sent running. And he's gone. Gunther capitalizing on Triple H's elimination of Rhodes, drops the King Kong knee drop and busts him open. And now the game may have met its maker as Gunther hooks up Triple H and delivers the powerbomb. Gunther eliminates Triple H to win the Royalty Rumble.
Here is your winner, Gunther.
A big victory here for the Ring General. Maybe a date with the American Nightmare in the future. We will have to see. But yes, we'll cut back to me. Hello. How's it going, folks? big night of action ahead of us instead. And well, we've already seen one championship bout. Well, one potential championship. Number one contendership, I should say. How about we add a second? But this time for the actual belt. Oh, yes, sirree. It's a big old boy battle. As well, cross-brand shows tend to be pretty epic. But this is not cross-brand. This is a rematch for the century. The Amethyst belt is on the line. And it's Drew McIntyre looks to reclaim Old Glory.
The following contest is a steel cage match and is for the prestigious Pure Wrestling Championship.
Conquest. It was a match fit for the Sandman. Here at Breaktime, we're giving Drew McIntyre his favorite style of battle. A steel cage match fit for a Celtic, nay, Scottish warrior. As the fire burns for the former champion, the path to glory is struck once more for McIntyre. Can he reclaim his Amethyst belt? That's the question here that needs the answer. McIntyre, this is his first entry to the ring without his belt. Now has to try to reclaim it against the current champ. And well, at Conquest, IPW pulled out all the stops for the Sandman. Tonight, not so much. We're not having Metallica grace our ears. Instead, we get this shoddy little theme to fill this arena. The Sandman makes his way to the ring for the first time since winning the Amethyst belt. And well, if anything, based on how the Sandman is, that belt is probably gonna be covered in beer by the time his reign ends. It's gonna be really sticky, let's be honest. Busted open already as he makes his advance to the ring. The champion capitalized on that Extreme Rules matchup with McIntyre, took it to the champion, and walked away with the Amethyst belt here tonight. He could have the shortest reign ever with the belt if he is unable to overcome the former champion. And to be honest, my money is on Drew McIntyre. While I love what the Sandman is capable of, what he is stood for, his style, the original hardcore icon. He has a mountain to climb with the former champion, an angry Scottish warrior, very much looking to reclaim what he still feels is his. Can he achieve it? We shall see. As we're finally into the ring for this championship bout. Well, official introductions are brought to you by Mike Rome. Take it away.
Introducing the challenger. From Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, the Scottish warrior, Drew McIntyre. And his opponent, from Philadelphia, weighing in at 240 pounds, the prestigious Pure Wrestling Champion, the Sandman.
Well, the introductions are set. The cage should be lowered in a moment's time once the belt's been showcased to both the stars. Referee Big Gale drawing the action. There you have it. The cage lowers behind both champ and challenger. Sandman out of the gates first. A scoop and a slam. And now he can begin to dissect the former champion or make a play for an escape. As you can see, a slow climb as McIntyre back to a vertical base and does stop the Sandman from getting out of there. McIntyre, though, caught. Couple of big shots and then just a trip. And the Sandman, he does not want to hang around with Drew. And that is probably the smartest idea anyone has really had in a matchup like this. Get away from the Scottish psychopath as quickly as possible. McIntyre dragging the Sandman back off the top of the cage. And they're brawling here. Sandman's head spiked into the cage, and well, Drew now had control, but quickly Sandman back up, gun stun onto the former champion. You look at how Drew McIntyre or typical former champions' pathways have been, they typically look to shoot upwards. IPW, that's not really been the case, but other than Nia Jax, I would say, who shot up and challenged for the Ruby belt. But potential here for McIntyre to become a thorn in the side of the aerial assassin. As right now, he eats a big boot to the face and pushed off the cage. Sandman trying to escape. Close to getting out there. But Drew back up, climbing. A punch is going to stop the escape attempt here. And he's going to drag the Sandman quickly into the, well, into the confines of the cage. Sandman fights back. Stops McIntyre from delivering a shot. Sandman's getting wise to what McIntyre wants to do, but he's caught off guard. McIntyre a whip. Tries to go belly to belly. Can't get it. Sandman caught as well. Neither man able to capitalize off their Irish whips, and maybe it's McIntyre's time to Claymore. Bust open the champ. down for the cover. Only good for one. McIntyre, he gets the pin and he's quickly trying to get out of dodge. Sandman getting quickly back to his feet. McIntyre still trying to escape, but he's going to eat a punch and he's going to be dragged back inside as well. I spoke too soon. McIntyre boots to the head of Sandman, forces him off. McIntyre on the verge of escaping. Sandman's slow to get up there. And, well, right in his face, McIntyre is going to drop off the side of this cage and reclaim his amethyst belt. Our first title match of the night ends in a recapturing of the championship here as the amethyst belt returns to the Scottish Warrior.
Here is your winner and new prestigious pure wrestling champion, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre.
Massive for McIntyre with this W. And, well, it sets him off on a good path here, because now he has to face new challenges for that belt. As the Sandman, well, he was unable to keep hold of it. But yes, from our first title match, we're going to take a little detour. That's right, we're going back to Primetime with a tag team match. Obviously, if you're aware, they're recruiting for War Games. And the men's side of things, well, is going a little interestingly. It's a tester for these stars. Who walks away victorious? And I've heard that there's been a quick little last minute call up. We'll see who it is. Let's get to it right now. Well, it was about time that this man's name get mentioned when there's a War Games match. Looking to find success, to be a part of Team Primetime. Will he make it? That's the question. The OTC looks to regain his footing in 2026. Can he do it? Is the real question.
The following is a six-man tag team match. Introducing first, from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, Roman Reigns.
Reigns claims to be the head of the table. The tribal chief. The pinnacle of pro wrestling. But in IPW, those standards have not been met time in and time out. Tonight, it's put up or shut up. Basically, he needs to win and work together with a team who are very familiar to the tribal chief. Some say this team can be said in phonetic letters Others just say this is absolute craziness and that they really should not be together anymore. And as the tribal chief makes his slow approach into the ring, we've got to ask the question, can they do it? Can they coexist and win here tonight? Arguably, this is a nothing match. But when you introduce the Shield to anything, it makes it a something match. It makes it a must-see, must-watch moment as the visionary, the architect, the best to ever do it.
And from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins.
It's interesting that Rollins and Reigns are both former IPW World Heavyweight Champions. Only one man of this three-man band has yet to win gold in IPW. Maybe it's a turning point for all three members of the Shield to get back on top of the show. But we will have to see as Rollins, serenaded by the fires burning, and lastly, to round out this lineup,
And from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing in at 225 pounds, John Oxley.
we bring in Mox to round out this lineup. And to be honest, in the modern day versions of the Shield, you've got a wolf pack, 3 hungry guys looking for success. Rollins, the last member of the Shield to hold gold. I tell a lie. It's Reigns the last man to hold gold here in IPW. Rollins and Reigns both held gold. 25, but current champion-wise in real life, Moxley holds the Continental Championship. This trio look for success, and well, they've got to go up against a tough set of competition as the cavalry's been called in.
From England, weighing in at 220 pounds, the prestigious World Champion, Will Oxley.
When you can't get Cody, you get his counterpart, is Will Ospreay. Joined for one night only the Primetime brand to be their championship representative. And if you're Mox, you're Rollins, you're Roman, you look at this as disrespect. The fact that you have to be tested against not even your own champion. You're not even given an option to challenge him. That is just pure disrespect, especially considering Cody competed in that Royalty Rumble. What do you like, Rhodes? What do you like? But as we saw on Tuesday night, this man was tested and recruited. The last time is now.
And from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, John Cena.
That happy-go-lucky Cena we saw on Tuesday's gone. A more driven, fired-up version. Taking to the ring to do this thing. No charge down, just a slow walk. The waltz from Cena. And well, if you can't get one champion in the match, you get two into the field.
From Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 237 pounds, the Underground Champion, Kurt Angle.
Last week, or on Tuesday, it was Cody and Black that faced off against Cena, Abyss and Okada, I should say. Cena now takes into this as the replacement. And to be honest, Cena, Angle, and Will Ospreay make a formidable team. You've got two champions as well as the GOAT himself. This is well and truly a big test for the Shield. Can they overcome a difficult adversary? Let's get going. Our referee, Big Man Gregathy, issues for the bell, and well, we're off swinging. It's Roman and Ospreay to kick us off. A storied history between these two in IPW. And Ospreay holds the better record between the two of them. As well, the current champ, the Emerald Champion Ospreay, snapped that massive losing streak, that conquest on Sunday last week, by beating his adversary Kevin Nash, and now gets to go toe-to-toe with some of the best that Primetime has to offer. And bear in mind, when it comes to Uprising, there will be a War Games match, the best of Primetime versus the best of Breakdown. You have to feel Ospreay is going to be repping Breakdown side, so this is him getting his licks in on the best stars on Primetime. And this is him getting a chance to see up close the competition. As he double underhooks Moxley. Backbreaker delivered. And in comes the GOAT. Bang. Beautiful dropkick from Cena. And a crowd not behind him, as he has told them that they cannot see him. Again, tag out. Cena and Ospreay working well together, matching colors between the two of them. Meteora from Ospreay connecting onto Moxley. And as you saw there, Shield trying to get involved onto Ospreay, but unable to really punish him. Boots there to the back by Ospreay. And these two have a little history in real life, AEW. Mox and Ospreay have been close to coming to battling once or twice, but I don't think they've ever gone toe-to-toe in AEW. That may change in 2026, but as it stands right now, that's not the case, as Ospreay sends Mox into the top turnbuckle. The Shield corner, a bad place to be. You have to be wary that at any moment the Shield could look for that triple powerbomb. We'll see if they've dusted that off from their arsenal of maneuvers. But for right now, Moxley going toe-to-toe with Ospreay. A little bit scrappy the way Mox likes it, but right now he is trapped on that top turnbuckle. Ospreay's joining him up there, right next to Roman and Seth. Neither gonna tag him to protect their partner from eating that Oz cutter. The champion drills Moxley into the mat, and he brings in Cena to now pick up the scraps. Deadlift, gut wrench from Cena. Just slams him out off of that, and yeah, normally in IPW you have a storyline behind the match. This is just an absolute star-studded affair. Cena and Mox going toe-to-toe. Those two have faced off on SmackDown, I believe. Moxley disrespecting Cena. Bang! Nice power slam from Reigns as he brings Rollins into the picture. Former undisputed World Heavyweight Champions getting to dissect Cena here. Cena, his shot misses, but this follow-up does not. A scoop and a Slam Michinoku driver from Cena connects, but Rollins gonna stop Cena's methods and means trying to escape and get the hot tag, but Roman allowed to come in now for the Shield thanks to Seth getting that opportunity to tag out. Roman through, big boot, drops Cena down, and finally Cena has an avenue back into this, but caught, twisted, bang, shot to the back of the skull. As Cena, though, found his moment to get out of dodge. Well, that shot doesn't connect. Reigns puts Cena in his happy place. The Shield have the arm trapped and crowned. Rollins, German suplex into the bridge. Cover here on Cena. Good for only one. As Rollins not gonna allow the tag for Cena. Up and over Cena. Caught, power slammed. Shield have done a good job here, trapping and isolating Cena in the ring. Makes it hard for him to escape. It's the frequent tags, and now potentially game-winning maneuvers working for Rollins, Roman, and Moxley. As a cover here, crossbody connects, and that's going to force Ospreay in to break that one up. Cena wisely rolling out of dodge, but walks straight back into danger. But he does get a hold of Rollins, sends him into the corner, cannot tag out. Rollins' boot caught, and you can't see Cena as he drops you with a stiff right. Now the GOAT unloads. Not gonna tag just yet. Instead, he's got Rollins on the ropes, pinned in the corner. And why not? Let's just add some punishment. Cover here for Cena. One. Only good for one. You have to realize, though, that is Cena's first flurry of offense here that's connected since tagging in. Irish whip. Caught. F you. Pinfall attempt, and Rollins Lucky that Reigns is there to break that pin up. Moxley eats a punch from Cena. And the GOAT, he's had enough. Sends Rollins into home territory. Tag made. In comes Ospreay. Irish whip, and there's a hip toss. Dropping Rollins in place perfectly to be beheaded. Hidden blade misses though. Sling blade doesn't. The battle of the blades, and Rollins hits harder. Delivers a nice shot to the back of the head. And now, bang, pedigree. Rope break called there. Referee Big Man Gregory spots Ospreay close to the ropes. Rollins, not done though. Stomps the champ's head into the mat. Cover here. 1. That forces Cena's hand. An Irish whip. It's whippy season. Cena trapped on the shoulders of Rollins, but keep your eyes on Ospreay. Grabs a hold at the back of Rollins. Could look to end it here. Why not? Cheeky Nando's kick. Rollins gets to crawl, but that's a mistake. You set yourself up to be hidden bladed. This time, Ospreay connects and he goes for the cover. Moxley breaks it up. As the Shield are finding out, battling with Ospreay is a difficult task to overcome, as this man possesses so many weapons, and that hidden blade is deadly. Cena now legal again as Ospreay tagged out. Now the GOAT looks for it. No. Rollins could see him. Gut wrench from Cena into the tilt the world slam. He's getting a bit cocky as Roman catches Cena. Big stiff shot busts open the GOAT as Rollins is prone, laid flat out after suffering heavy shots from both Cena and Ospreay. Roman has Cena hooked up. And I think Cena might get driven by here, as a gunshot ricochet through. The drive-by shooting just happened in the prime Breaktime arena. Reigns not done. He hit that, and now he's going to look to put Cena to sleep. He's going to tap him out like the little bitch he is. But Cena's not having it. Corks a nice quick jab there to Cena, but it's not good enough to get the W. And in fact, he's not been able to gain control. But I may have spoke too soon as a scoop. Emerald Flosion out from Cena. Puts down the former World Heavyweight Champion. Finally, for the first time, we get a little taste of Angle, who enters the ring. The Underground Champion hasn't had a defense in a while, and, well, there's a reason why no one's been able to get on his level. The Angle slam connects onto Roman. Referee's also been taken out here by Seth. Expect explosivity from Angle. The slow climb and tag made. Rollins legal. Angle can't keep a hold of Seth, and he gets caught. Rollins puts Angle in the corner. And that's not a place you want to be with Rollins, because you're now going to go for a ride. Buckle bomb. Smashing the back in the head of Angle into there, and then the stomp. Angle put down, potentially for the count. Cover here, going to be broken up, and the referee also taken out of it. With the ref down, Ospreay can thrive. He can do what he likes, and he has dropped Rollins and given Angle the opportunity to get back on the offensive. Angle tries to hit Lariat, can't connect. Rollins tries to throw a right and can't connect. This time the Lariat connects for Angle, and the straps come down as the Underground Champion has the visionary in his sights. He picks the ankle, and now the angle lock applied. Will Rollins tap? The answer to that is no, because Roman Reigns breaks it up. And Angle's furious with him. Unloads some stiff shots into Reigns and just flattens the former World Heavyweight Champ. Angle now has Rollins isolated, more or less, as Moxley's not getting involved, but a crossface applied. Rope break called. Smart there, our referee. Perfect view that Angle's legs was clipping through that bottom green rope. Rollins, though, tags out, brings in Mox, who hits a big knee. And now looks to fly. Not a place you typically see Moxley, but there's the King Kong knee drop missing. Moonsault from Angle, though. Hits flush. Cover here. Good for one. And that's Moxley's time to rethink what he has done wrong upon entry. Side onto the apron. Moxley, he's just doing him dirty. Returns Angle to the ring. Breaks the count. Mox lying in wait. The gun's pulled out. Cocked. Loaded. Angle avoids him. And charges in himself. Angle might be looking to end it. World's Strongest Slam connects. Tag out. In comes Ospreay. And this could be happening sooner rather than later. Ospreay, Moxley. But no. Ospreay cannot capitalize on sending Mox for a run. And now the Death Rider can unload. He drops Ospreay for a moment. And now Roman Reigns in the picture. Big boot connects for Reigns. Unloads now into Ospreay. Big stiff right uppercut there for the big dog, who's fired up now. He goes to his happy place, trying to maybe ooh and ah, and well, he is. Ooh, all it takes was a punch from Cena and Angle, but it didn't come through. Instead, the spear connects onto Ospreay and cuts the champion in half. But Angle does come in to break the pin up, and Ospreay has fight in him, but he's caught DDT'd. Planted down, and Reigns throws the one up, but he is Superman punching his way through the new, fresh blood. Angle, roll up, trying to catch Reigns off guard. Good for one. Takes it back. Olympic Slam! Down goes Reigns. One. Angle has his pin broken up by Rollins, and well, Rollins, my friend, you should not have done that. As you get put in the ankle lock. That could be costly to Kurt, putting that on the wrong man. Rollins is being counted here. As the ankle locks in, it's snatching on Reigns. Moxley in to break it up. Angle climbing up top, can fly here, looking to do so. Beautiful picturesque moonsault misses. And Reigns doesn't. Clothesline connect and stops Angle's escape plan. The tag can't be made. Now, the tribal chief drops Angle. Moxley in. Tries to go for the stomp, but he gets popped up. Into a cutter by Angle, who's looking maybe Olympic slam, but can't get it instead. Paradigm shift. Moxley connects and goes for the cover. Ospreay in, and he just stops that. Dead in its tracks. Angle caught, uppercutted. These two you have to feel would give a good match. Angle and Moxley. In fact, Angle filled in for Moxley on an occasion. Now, powerbomb position and driven through. Moxley sent crashing into the mat by Angle. It's now Cena and Moxley go toe-to-toe once again. Cena with a whip. You cover. Reigns in, breaks it up. Cena ascends. He hits the 5-knuckle shuffle. Cover now onto Mox. 1, 2. No, nearly. Almost a W there for Cena. But you know, he must be sitting on a attitude adjustment, that FU. But a roll-up. Mox playing possum. Catches Ospreay. Good for 2, but that's it. Moxley misses the wacky line. Ospreay doesn't miss. Sends Moxley down to the mat and then follows up with a moonsault. Crisp, clean offense from Ospreay, I should say, as he brings in the GOAT to end it. Ankle picked. It's time for Mox to shut the fuck up. The STFU in. And there's the tap. The Shield cannot overcome the goated lineup of Cena, Ospreay, and Angle. A big victory here for those three. And I would have to say, even if it was Cody instead of Ospreay, the same result would have come. Cena put on one heck of a showing, showcasing his worth as to being a part of Team Primetime. And, well, Ospreay, he got his first lickings of this War Games battle that's coming up at Uprising. Can these two teams, well, can both Primetime and Breakdown form a formidable lineup? We will have to see. But as it stands right now, the GOAT is goated and locked in a big victory here for Primetime's championship lineup. The dual threat is Cena.
Here are your winners, Will Ospreay, John Cena, and Kurt Angle.
They net the dub here. And well, It's hard to believe it, but we're only 2 of 6 matches into the card. We've got more action heading your way, including more championship belts being defended. And we might as well head to our second one of the evening. This one, it was bound to happen after an interesting Conquest card. It's a rematch, the television championship. Strap on in. Let's get going.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Undisputed Television Championship.
If you're wondering why Aleister Black could not be in that triple threat or that 6-man tag match, it's because he's defending his television championship against the former champion, the Monster, enacting his rematch clause here tonight. And, well, if you saw Conquest, you saw the insanity that happened in those Conquest-style battles. And tonight, we are enacting the rematches that need to happen. Obviously, the champion's advantage goes in a Conquest bout, so it's why we have a rematch here tonight. It's why the Monster gets his shot at reclaiming glory. But for the champion, his first defense, probably his biggest he'll ever have. Can he overcome a monster? Can he survive the war? The fires burn as the candles fade out of our existence. As the television championship sits around the waist of Aleister Black. The Monster had a phenomenal run with the television championship, but it came to a screeching halt at Conquest. And now, Black holds it after netting the final pin on Kazuchika Okada. Black possesses knockout power with his kicks. He wants everyone to fade to black as they get counted down and out for the 3. That is the aim here for Black against the Monster Abyss. It's a difficult thing to ask in putting Abyss to sleep. He is a big old boy and absorbs a heck of a lot of punishment. But in the end, everyone has a price. Everyone has a threshold that when hit, they cannot recover. And they go night-night. Alicia Taylor gets official match introductions on the way for you right now.
Introducing the challenger from parts unknown, weighing in at 350 pounds. He is the Monster Abyss. And his opponent from Amsterdam in the Netherlands, weighing in at 215 pounds, the Undisputed
Well, intros done and dusted. We saw already tonight one championship return to its previous holder. Will a second do the exact same thing? It's game time here for the television championship. As the Monster Abyss squares off with Alistair Black. No step, just pure action. Black connects with the big knee. And we already see haymakers being thrown as Abyss charged in and failed to connect. Now Black, well, he does connect and now caught in a side headlock here. Does manage to transition out into waist control. And, well, we can look at the story that these two men have kind of had here in IPW. Both hitting the choke of IPW around the same time. Abyss, an instant classic. A massive W over the Great Khali. He then rode that momentum up the leaderboards, up the ladder, to earning that title shot and winning the television championship. As for Black, I would say he had a similar sort of path. Rose up the rankings and challenged quite hard. But these two met up. In fact, had a little battle. A flurry that Abyss beat Black in, earning him that title shot. It wasn't until, obviously, January where we had our Conquest qualifiers and Abyss overcame Black. Black overcame Abyss at Conquest, winning the championship and stealing it from underneath his guys. Black now needs to weather the storm that the Monster will typically output. And as we know, Black is a phenomenal striker. Will look to throw difficult things to adjust to, like now. Big, stiff left roundhouse. It's adjusting to a Black style that the Monster needs to do, and this could be an adjustment. Torture rack bomb. He spikes at Black into the mat, down for two. But not done yet. Black hole slam could be following. Indeed, it is. Black down. Abyss into the cover. Good for two as well. The Monster getting a little frustrated here. As Black kicks out of danger. And now back to his feet. Springboard moonsault misses. Abyss escaping. Running away from Black. A nice punch there to stop Alistair. And, well, there's the double stomp. Black's had enough. Nice combo once more. Sits down Abyss and hits him with a Meteor. Referee Bigman Gragathi issuing a count here at ringside. As Abyss caught ripcord knee, dropping the former champion. Count is escalating here. We're up to 5. Abyss scoop and a slam puts the champ down. We're up to 7. We're going to go up to 8. The answer to that is yes, but the action's going to return before 9 comes out. And the Monster, he's smelling blood in the water here. Black Absorbed heavy punishment. Irish whip, reverse. Black ducks the big boot. Spinning back fist, dropping the monster. Both champion challenger giving it their all here, but Abyss now on the ropes, sent and running. Black mass misses. Black looked for it, hits it this time. Drops the monster down for a cover. 2. Kick out there by the former champion to stay alive in this one. Another combo from Black as it ends up with a DDT, but it's surprisingly Abyss up to his feet first. Reverse chokeslam. Sends Abyss crashing, Black crashing down into the mat. Goes for the cover, and it's only a 2 here for Abyss. The monster's fired up here. He realizes he's close to success. Close to winning it all. Black hole slam. Connects. Cover here. 1, 2. Through the wall. Nearly the 3. I thought he had it there. Somehow. The champion. Showing that champion's resilience. Able to kick out of the danger that Abyss is posing on him. Abyss back into the cover. Down for the count is the champ, and oh, big kick out there. More and more that Black kicks out, the more Abyss showcases his frustration. Off the ropes goes the former champ, slingshots Black down. What is Abyss looking for here? Needs something big. That's not it. Chop block from Black. Stomps whatever the monster was looking for. Now. Caught. Chokeslam. Abyss catches Black. He goozles him and chokeslams him to hell. The champion on the ropes here in a dire situation needs to avoid Abyss's follow-up offense. He can't do so though, and instead he is hooked up, gun stunned. And now could be potentially done for. Able to kick out though. It's the champion. This is just pure determination at this point, surviving this battle. Avoids that big shot. The bicycle knee connects for Black. Cover here. 2. Almost retained in a flash of the pan moment. But Abyss's time could have just faded to Black. The Black mask connects, and no. A little more needed. Some more sugar and spice and everything nice. How about a spinning knee? And let's add some creme brulee. Abyss staggers to his feet, eats some Meteora. Black is a combo. Spinning back fist sits him down in another Meteora. Finishes off that flurry. Hey, guess what? Add another. Third time's not the charm. Black avoids it, but caught. Torture rack bomb. Abyss has the champion down. Could end it here. Hooks him up and tours him around for a third. Black hole slam. Another championship returning to its sender. Back home with Abyss. Black's reign cut short. Abyss regains his championship belt. And now, like what I've just seen with Drew and the Sandman, gotta think there's a rubber match coming between them. But this was a close affair. You saw the determination from Black to survive. But Abyss just got the better of his opponent. He hit more big shots. More offense typically means more chance of winning. And that was a perfect case for this championship bout. Abyss kept hitting it. Black could not keep up. And thus, we have a new champ.
Here is your winner, and the new undisputed television champion. He is the monster, Abyss.
Well, another championship goes home. We're down to 2 matches tonight. It's hard to believe, I know. But how about we go into some pretty fun stuff? To be honest, it's World Championships time. No, not the men. We've already seen both our male world champions compete tonight. The women are both defending their belts. The ruby belt first on the line here. Let's see how that goes right now.
The following is scheduled for one fall and is for the prestigious World Championship.
Well, it's interesting. The champion is coming out first. Belt in hands. It's time for a little live in our lives. And Liv Morgan looks ready to go. Defending her ruby belt here tonight. A first defense since regaining it last month. Will it be a beautiful W here tonight for Morgan? Or will she be flattened by Nia Jax? Obviously, before Conquest, those two had a little stare down at the end of the night. And well, that's set up for this, our final matchup between the two of them. Who walks away champion? Nia Jax. She's a former ruby belt holder. The second ever. She's a former sapphire belt holder. The first ever. She's a former IPW Women's World Champion. She is a record creator in IPW. But one thing's for sure, her title reigns are like Sabrina Carpenter. Short and sweet. Let's send it to the ring. Mike Rome has your official championship introductions.
Introducing the challenger from San Diego, California, Nia Jax. And her opponent from Elmwood Park, New Jersey, the prestigious World Champion, Liv Morgan.
Our referee, Big Man Kevin, draws the duties for this championship bout. It's Morgan, it's Nia, and it's coming to you now. Jax connects with the big boot to start us off. And as we typically say during every Nia Jax match, it is the early dominance of Jax that you need to overcome. And, well, when I say dominance, it's just the damage sponge that Nia is. Absorbs the punishment well, and then she will just crush you. That powerbomb, while it doesn't take one to put you down, the more and more she lands, the less likely you get up. It's her biggest weapon in the kit, outside of the Annihilator. There's an early cover attempted here. 1, 2. Big kick out there from Morgan. Early jitters need to be overcome here for Morgan, who really does not want to lose this belt once again to Nia. Off the ropes goes Jax. And, well, she's going to keep going. Off the other side this time to drop the elbow, but what's this? Whose music? That's Becky Lynch's music. Briefcase in hand. No. She can't be doing this. Kevin looks shocked, as am I. She's cashing in. This is now a triple threat. The bell rings again. It's Becky, Nia, and Morgan all now going for the ruby belt. And, well, there is still a big girl in Nia Jax still fighting. Finally, pushing off some offense. But she's caught Liv now. And Morgan eats a snake eyes. Becky hits the manhandle slam into the cover. Morgan, though, there to break it up. Sends Becky running. Cannot capitalize on the charging Becky, and instead, well, there's a hip toss from Lynch. The last kicker. And Nia Jax, well, you could say that Nia sparked the man and gave Becky her break in WWE. Quite literally by breaking her nose, but that is a different story for a different day. And right now, it's not that typical rematch for the belt. We've got, well, potentially an upset factor. The shock, the awe that Becky Lynch brings to this as she enters herself impromptu into this championship bout. Unlike what Kevin Nash did, Nia is still technically a target that can be pinned for the belt. It's not a Roman Reigns figure. Irish whip from Jax sends both ladies crashing to the outside. As this has changed from a singles match to now a triple threat, no count out, no DQ. Anything goes in a bout like this. Which is why our referee, Big Man Kevin, does not issue a count to any of the ladies. And now Liv Morgan's getting a kendo stick. Becky now hunting for a weapon. She opts for a chair, and well, they're both set out on ringside. Who's going to win this? It's certainly amped up now. Becky. Bang. Dropping Jax. Morgan gets a little flurry of offense, inverted facebuster. And Morgan forced to exit the ring. Wants to survive the situation as Lynch gets jaded. And Becky down. Morgan through. She's going to hit the knees to the face. A sidewards code breaker. Hell, let's just end it here. Lynch in trouble. Staggers to her feet. Oblivion connects. Cover here. Morgan, will she get the dub? The answer's no, because Nia's waiting. Bated breath to strike her down. I think Nia also fired up a little bit there. Ready to strike, but not going to be able to get it. The champion, well, that advantage she had initially gone out the window. Now has to deal with Becky Lynch. Nice senton by the champ. Goes for the cover here. Jax back in. Breaks it up. Why not? Flatten Liv. Drop the champion. Lynch brought up as well. Evades the danger that Nia has. Jawbreaker from Liv. She's caught now by Nia, who takes her. No, won't get her in the corner. And Liv fights out of the grasp of the former champion. Oblivion! Cover here. Lynch trying to steal the pin from underneath the gauze and the guise of Liv. Morgan tossing Becky to the apron. Goes back to work now onto Nia. Nia has just been beaten up. Realizes the big target here for both ladies. Nia caught in the corner now. Lynch eats a shot from Morgan. Side Russian leg sweep. And mounted punches from Liv. Frustration maybe from the champion, realizing that, well, now it's a more difficult situation for her. Jax trying to capture Liv, can't get a hold of her. Morgan sets Nia up. But the man, may have been going manhandle slam. Morgan not allowing it. And Lynch ain't allowing Morgan to strike. Everyone knows each other so well. Reversals are coming out perfectly. But this one's not. Manhandle slam. Into the cover here goes Lynch. 1, 2. No new champ just yet. Believe it or not, there has never been a star to win or utilize their resolution case correctly, but another Oblivion connects. Lynch slowly staggers to her feet. Jax is down and out for the count. Liv's rolling out. Lynch into the cover. 1, 2, 3. And we have a new champ. And that resolution case story is now not true. As big time Becky cashes in and finds success. What a way to do it. Break time is the perfect time to find success here in IPW. Friday the 13th of February 2025 saw a crowning achievement in the women's division. February 2026 has seen a new champion in all of its title bouts. We have one more of those here tonight. Will there be a repeat factor? That we will have to find out. Because it is looking more and more likely. As Liv hits the kill shot, Becky picks up the pieces and becomes Ruby Belt champion.
Here is your winner, and new prestigious world champion, the man, Becky Lynch.
Becky on top wins her first ever IPW championship. This is the first of the 4 horsewomen to do it as well. Congratulations to her. As well, technically speaking, she is the first one tonight that is won a championship and not, quote unquote, reclaimed a championship. That is the important stat line there. Anyway. We are now ready to go for the main event. A little bit of a flurry, a fun matchup for you. It is the third in the symphony of this title. It is a do or die moment for the greatest of rivals to go square off against one another. If you know me, you'll know that I like carnage. I like it when I see stars face off against one another. And this isn't the first time that these two have gone toe to toe. I just need to fade this in and say, we go back to this date. City limit, both belts on the line. Only one woman could walk out double champion. It was Fallon Henley that night that came out on top. Tonight, we could see a different story. Who walks out undisputed women's television world champion? Let's go, baby, boys and girls, let's go.
The following contest is a special referee match and is for the undisputed Women's World Television Championship.
Surprise! Who's the special referee? Well, that's not a good sign.
Please welcome the special referee for this match, the icon, the specialist, the boss.
You heard Mike Rome right. The champ has quote-unquote backup in the form of myself. It's poetic. This time last year, it was a special referee match. Fallon Henley, Nia Jax for the undisputed Women's World Championship. I want to say heavyweight. They're not heavyweights. They're perfectly shaped women. Tonight, no different. The Logic rep of IPW. The boss. The guy that makes all the decisions. Is special referee. As the money flows. The perfect entrance, let's be honest. For me. And we all know this could be insanity. If allowed to happen. As you know, I like to take my time with my entrance, and, well, I'm gonna remove the hat. It's unbecoming of me. And yes, I did time the lighting to the entrance, because I'm pretty cool like that. There we have him. The money flies. And the best referee, the best guy in the world. Set to give you one of the best special referee matches. And I should also point out, I have the controller in my hand. That means I am reffing it. And well, as always, it's time to saddle up with the champion. With the new belt around her waist. No longer airplaning him to the ring. They have officially been unified. And the undisputed Women's World Television Champion saddles up, ready to defend. Will it be a successful defense? Is that really a question? The main event. It's going to be huge now. Woo! 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 Well, she needs to soar into action to overcome these odds as Lyra Valkyria gets her shot. She has always been seen as a mid-card queen. Tonight, she goes toe-to-toe at the top of this division. Woo! 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 And well, can she get the job done is the real question. A lot to overcome here. And as we say, her and Fallon, the biggest of rivals here in IPW. Probably the biggest rivalry that we've ever built up on the show. And tonight they go toe-to-toe. One last time. We've got official championship introductions brought to you by Microme. Take it away, big boy. Take it away.
Introducing the challenger from Dublin, Ireland, Lyra Valkyria. And her opponent from Chelsea, Michigan, the undisputed Women's World Television Champion, Fallon Henley.
Sorry, I was just mocking or copying Microme, as I would do if I was in the ring. And there you have it. Championship belt in my hands. We're ready to go. As this championship bout, hell, it's anything goes as far as I care. Fallon Henley and Lyra Valkyria. Earlier pin here for the champ. Good for 2. The champion unloading some heavy shots. Oh, roundhouse hits this time for Valkyria. She drops the champion. Lyra boot caught. Champion hits a big stiff left. Irish whip now. Connecting. So these two have met up several times before. You go back to their first meeting at the Road to the Showdown where Lyra overcame all the odds and took down Fallon freaking Henley. I should also point out, it's Extreme Rules. Anything goes. No DQ. And, well, I love it. Hence why I am very much happy to count pins and allow sledgehammers to go unpunished. Valkyria. Eating some heavy punishment here from Fallon. I've not even had to do anything. Step up into Guri by the champion. Oh, fuck. No! Ah! I'm dropping the knee. I didn't mean to ignore it. Here, let me make up for it. Anyway, I threw a punch in there. It's fine. We're dandy. But Lyra caught off guard. The champion, a chance to a punish. Hooks her up. Pump. Handle slam. Down goes Lyra. Down into the cover. 1, 2. Near fall there for the champion. As she lines Lyra up here. Sets her up. Hold down connects. Into the cover. 1, 2, 3. Simple as that. We'll keep this main event short and sweet because it is sweet seeing Fallon Henley compete. Easy dub for the champion. I didn't really have to do much. Lyra unable to kick out from that, and yeah, done and dusted. As the counts come through, Lyra gets annoyed at me, and that costs her as the pump handle slam hooked up here by Fallon. Drills her challenger down. Well, c'est la vie on this one once this connects. Bang the hoe down. Flush on the face. 1, 2, 3. It's good night, Irene.
Here is your winner, and still undisputed Women's World Television Champion, Fallon Henley.
Well, its first technically defense here tonight is a dub for the champ, as she remains on top of the women's division. And I get to round out tonight a little bit more happy knowing that fact. But yes, thank you very much for joining me. If you don't know me, then it may come as a shock to you that I do not enjoy my birthdays. So doing something that I do enjoy in IPW makes it a little bit better. But yes, thanks for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed this show, and I will see you not tomorrow, but Sunday for Underground. It's non-stop IPW this week, and why not keep it going? Underground, we've got championship bout. Sol Ruka will be defending against 2 stars. You don't want to miss it. Peace out.